Well, Danny, Derby Day tomorrow night. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think that I alluded to it on Saturday. Good thing about this league is that you don't get a lot of time to celebrate or worry about the previous performance because another one's coming. And yeah, preparations have been good, and we're happy with what we've got, and yeah, we're looking forward to it.
And just looking back to Saturday, it was a 2-1 defeat. It wasn't the dream start you wanted, but again, there's shoots of promise and hope and positives from that performance to take into Tuesday. Now you've had time to sit and mull over the game. What were your reactions on it?
Little errors, little mistakes. The free kick for the first goal. I mean, you're talking at least 10 yards. They've taken it 10 yards higher up the pitch, and that changes everything. Changes the higher the line you have. It changes the trajectory of the ball, the time it takes to get in the penalty area, who you have marking who. So we was a little bit naive there. We should have been stronger in making sure the referee had it taken from the right position. And then the penalty, we got the wrong side. And it's one of those where if you're going to make contact in there, the lad's going to go down, and then it is a penalty because you can't make contact in there. So little mistakes, but as you said, shoots of promise is a good terminology because there was a lot of positives out of the game. And
going 2-0 down with about half hour left in the game, it's never normally a positive sign for many teams, but the lads kept at it, didn't they? And I think the goal was a good indicator of that because Connor Shields, he just kept working the ball, he put a dangerous ball in and it took a nick.
When I came in, I promised that we won't stop, and I think if you look at our fitness levels as the game went through, we looked fit, we looked strong, we didn't stop. Even when the final whistle went, we were ready to go, and the lads were ready to go. So yes, it's not great, but it is a platform, and we did say it's a benchmark. These are one of the strongest teams in the league. It's a benchmark of where we're at, and I thought we competed for the majority of the game, so I was pleased with that.
And a good atmosphere at the stadium as well, a plus 2,000 crowd, and yeah, it was a rocking atmosphere, a good display at the start of the game as well.
These guys are. They talk about the 12th man. A lot of clubs talk about 12th man, and these have got the capability of being the 12th and 13th man because the noise they made throughout the game was outstanding. And I have thanked them on social media, but I can't thank them enough again. And we've sold out our allocation in just over a day for Woking, and they've told me that it's going to be like a home match. So and I trust them on that, and we will do our best to make sure again they walk away proud of what we've put out on the pitch.
Yeah, and you mentioned the game. It is Derby Day, so in Woking away is a fixture a lot of the fans look at first when the fixtures are released, and they'll see that it's the first away game so soon into the season. And again, there'll be a positive atmosphere there, and quite right as you say, they'll be there in number and creating an atmosphere. Is that something the players are all expecting and looking forward to?
Yeah, I think that the players understand what the club's about, even the ones that are new to the environment. They've hit the ground running in that sense. Obviously, Woking had a great result on Saturday away at Dagenham, and that we have to be cautious of teams, every team in this league. So whether it's a derby or not, every team's got a strength that they bring to the table, and we have to make sure we're prepared for that. And from an atmosphere perspective, we're excited. It's the people are saying, would it be better to have the derby later on in the season? Yes or no? We won't know. If it's a negative result tomorrow, then I'd say yeah, we definitely would have rather had it later on in the season. But we're as prepared as we can be, we're as positive as we can be, and we're looking forward to it.
And Woking, like I say, Derby Day or not, they've just got promoted. It's their first home game of the season. They're going to be riding off that momentum and buzz of the high of winning the playoffs in the National League South last season. That makes them a dangerous opponent, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they've got a clear strength, and we know what that is, and it's down to our players to take on the information, digest that, and make sure that we do our utmost to make sure that doesn't cause us too many problems. They've done a great job last year. There's a lot of big clubs in that Conference South now. It's a tough league to get out of, so to come through it like they did was brilliant. And Daz has got the experience and the knowledge of both leagues to know what it takes to compete. So it's going to be a tough game, whether we play them now or halfway through the season. And but as I said, we're a good side, and people need to sit up and have a look at us as well, because we're going to cause a lot of teams a lot of problems this year.
And just looking, have you had a chance to look at their result on Saturday and look at the match back?
Yeah, we've had a little look. We didn't learn anything that we didn't kind of already know. from that perspective. The only thing it did show that potentially how dangerous they can be if you do switch off. But they've got good players. He's recruited well. I think they brought another lad in on loan yesterday from Crawley. So look, at the end of the day, they'll put out what they believe to be their strongest side. We'll do the same. And again, to reiterate what my message has been all along, we'll look to completely outwork them. That'll be our test for us tomorrow.
And how important is it when it's games where the crowd's going to be fiery, it's going to be a good atmosphere from both sets of fans, that discipline's kept in this fixture?
Emotional control is imperative in games like this, because yes, it's a derby, and we don't. But what I want to make clear is we don't want to lose any game. And the fact it's a derby, to a certain degree, doesn't change our ethos whatsoever. It's still a football match. That there's 3 points up for grabs. So we would, whoever we played in the second game, our mentality would be the same. The added spice of the crowd, that means the players have got to be a little bit more switched on upstairs and make sure they manage their emotions properly.